What is going on, guys? It's your boy Chris here. Uh, so this video is gonna get me in trouble with some people out there. I'm fully aware of that because of the intensity of the argument that's taking place right now with this issue. But I said this at the beginning of the year. If I see a situation where I need to speak up or feel like I need to speak up, I'm gonna do so. Um, So let me preface it by saying this. I'm going to start with this. For those who know me, they know that I have a transgender son. They know that I have a transgender godson or goddaughter. Um, I am an ally of the LGBTQ community. I have many friends who are trans. I have many friends who are gay, bi, the whole deal. And this is known. I've never, if somebody started shit with them, they would have to deal with me. So I'm putting that out there first before I start any of the discussion I'm going to get into because that needs to be put out full stop, period. So, in any response to this, if you come at me with any I'm transphobic or whatever shit, I will block you. I will do whatever. I'm making that known now because I'm not the one to do that shit with. Okay? I ain't the one. There's never been any doubt with anyone that I'm friends with in that community that I am on their side 1000% as far as like rights and shit like that. With that said, the situation that's happening with Jada Parker is fucking disgusting. And I say that not because of what she said. It's the reaction to what she said, which really wasn't anything bad if you really look at it. Like, she didn't do anything wrong. She voiced an opinion based on her life experiences and things that she's witnessed as an athlete. Okay? Like if you haven't walked in those shoes, shut the fuck up. Okay? If you didn't play D1 sports with her and stuff like that, you have no idea what her experiences were. You have no idea what her perspective is. She has the right to her opinion. Do I necessarily agree with it? No, but also yes in certain circumstances. Now, do I think that trans athletes should be stopped from playing all sports? No. They should be able to play whatever, except for one or two exceptions. And those exceptions are combat sports like boxing and MMA and kickboxing and shit like that. I am not down with trans athletes competing against women in those sports. And the reason for that is not based off of anything other than science. Okay? Male bone density is different than the bone density of women. That is a fact. Biologically, there's more muscle. Men have more muscle and weight than most women biologically. That is science, okay? That is not anti-trans. That is science, okay? And if you put a trans boxer in the ring with a biological female, that biological female can get seriously hurt and or killed. Yes, I know what you're going to say. In boxing, that can happen with like in any case, but men hit harder, okay? It's just they do because of our bone structure in our fists. It's different. It's a different level of punching or kicking, so to speak, in like kickboxing or MMA. It's different in those sports. And in those sports specifically, it leads to an unfair advantage when a trans athlete is going head to head against a biological athlete. Period. And it's not right. And I don't say that it's not right because like men are men and women. It's not about that. It's just there's an unfair advantage that the trans man has or trans female has against a biological female. It is based on genetics and science. It's not about anything else like that. And you can take estrogen and stuff like that that'll lessen the muscle or lessen the density of your bones to a degree, but not enough to where it makes it an even competition. And that's where the problem comes in for me personally. Like, I would not want like a transgender man, like if my transgender son was in a boxing match with a transgender female, I would be fucking furious because my transgender son is biologically female and the transgender boxer would be biologically male. If they were fighting, I would be furious and I'd be worried for the well-being of my kid because there's an unfair advantage and they could get seriously hurt or otherwise. That's my problem with that. Now, as far as swimming and softball and basketball and like soccer, I could give two shits about like, go ahead, play, it's fine. But combat sports is where I draw the fucking line on transgender athletics. That's my line. It doesn't mean I'm not an ally. It doesn't mean I'm not supportive of my transgender friends or anything like that. It just means like, yo, there's a certain point where it's like, this is unfair for reasons that I just mentioned. And it's uncomfortable. And for those who think like, oh, you're just being like, anybody heard of Fallon Fox? Female boxer Fallon Fox? Or was it MMA? I can't remember. Anyway, she was fighting biological women and basically breaking everybody's fucking face as she fought. Like within like 2 or 3 punches, like girls' faces, our opponent's faces were fucking hamburger. And she did like long-term damage to these fighters. These female fighters she was boxing. And it wasn't, and Joe Rogan, it started a whole bunch of shit. But it's fact that there was an unfair advantage there. It wasn't that, no, I don't want Fallon Fox to be able to box or do MMA or whatever. That's not the case. But in the case of combat sports, there should be a division set up for transgender athletes to do what they do. For those sports, specifically combat sports, all the other arguments about all the other sports, it's like, all right, yeah, you're free to have that opinion, but is it really that big a deal in like swimming or softball? Oh wow, they hit the ball harder. Basketball. Uh, eh. Who gives a fuck? Like flag football, who gives a shit? You know what I'm saying? But like MMA or boxing or kickboxing, yeah, there's a fucking difference, okay? And it's a big fucking difference. And if you're not careful, and again, it's not about inequality or keeping someone away from doing something that they want to do. It's not about that. Not in those cases. It's about literally keeping someone from permanent damage that they don't need to take in order for like there to be like equal like my equality. You know what I'm saying? There's a difference there. Now, I fully expect people to give me shit for this opinion, and I know it's coming. Okay? I know it's coming. But for the people who are coming at this girl, like, she has the right to that opinion. And while we're at it, while we're talking about her, why the fuck are y'all bringing Jey Uso into this shit? Like, coworkers don't hang out at bars? Are you fucking serious? So y'all going to go after this girl and ruin her life and then drag Jey Uso, who's innocent, into the thing in the first place? Fuck y'all, man. That's bullshit. That's weak shit. Don't do that. You know, like, you don't know what the fuck. Like, y'all gonna mess up Jey Uso's life on some shit that he didn't even have anything to do with. Y'all would be mad at her for her opinion? Whatever. You're being an asshole, but whatever. Be mad at her. But don't drag innocent motherfuckers into that beef. Jey Uso is innocent in all this from all accounts. He ain't done shit to nobody. And y'all gonna drag him into this? Fuck out of here with that. Anyway, and again, just to be clear, pro LBGTQ just don't want to see like women's faces turned into hamburger fighting somebody who was biologically a dude, because it's different. Okay? It just is. It is. I'm sorry. And for those of you who think, again, if you think I'm like anti-trans, you don't know shit about me and you're fucking wrong. I'm not anti-trans. I am pro-trans. I am pro-trans people having the right to live their lives the way they want to live it. That doesn't mean I want to see, like, Fallon Fox beat a woman into hamburger meat, into ground beef. I'm not cool with that. I'm sorry, I'm not. And I wouldn't be, if that were like, that's not cool. I'm not okay with that. I'm not. So, that's my stance on this whole thing. Y'all motherfuckers out there need to get a life, or better yet, get some perspective on what like, maybe think about what she's experienced before you fucking run your fucking yap on shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, but ruining somebody's life over an opinion, like that's fucking ridiculous. And y'all should be fucking ashamed of yourselves. There's fucking weak shit. It's not right. And y'all know you're not right. Y'all want to cancel me? Cancel me. I don't give a fuck. But I'm not going to sit back and watch this girl and she's young enough to watch her career get ruined over some shit that y'all don't even know why she feels the way she feels. Has anybody asked her why she feels the way she feels? Has anybody had the discussion with her? No? Okay then. Y'all need to shut the fuck up then. Or talk to her about it. Ask her why she feels that way. Let her delve into the details of why she feels that way, the same way I did in this video. Right? Then if you want to cancel her, alright, then do it. Or if you want to cancel me for what I just said in this video, fine, whatever. But don't just cancel me over like until you talk to me. And when you come talk to me, be respectful with that shit. You heard? Alright. I got shit to go do. I saw that shit and I was like, I can't sit on the sidelines on this one. Cause like it ain't right. It's not right that y'all are doing that girl like that. It's not. It's not. And it means like it's not having a proper perspective on Maybe she's had experiences with it, and maybe that's why she feels the way she feels. Maybe y'all should think about that. And that's all I'm saying here. But there are limits to certain things, okay? There are certain limits to where, like, all right, I get what you're saying. I'm down with this cause, but maybe not this. And that's part of life too. Like, just because you agree with something doesn't mean you agree lockstep with everything with it. There are limitations to where, like, my stance on stuff, on the situation is what it is here. Like, other sports, I don't care about that shit. Pro wrestling, I don't care about that shit. I love Nyla Rose. I think Nyla Rose is great, okay? I feel like Nyla Rose is fucking amazing. I think she's great. She's fucking funny. She has a personality. She's good in the ring. Like, I like Nyla Rose. It's not a real sport, so it doesn't affect anything. It's pro wrestling. It's not amateur wrestling. There, I might not feel the same way about her wrestling other women. I don't know. I have never been in that situation. You know, I grew up in the 80s or 90s when I wrestled. Like, there weren't women on the wrestling team. Mainly because I went to an all boys Catholic school, but there weren't women on the team. You know what I'm saying? Like, there weren't women wrestling with the guys. It just wasn't a thing in my day. I was glad when it finally happened because it was cool. Like, she wants to go out there and mix it up. Cool. Don't cry when you get hurt. That was my response. Like, cool that you want to do that, but if you get fucked up, that's you and your parents. You know what I'm saying? That's y'all. If she was man enough to get on the mat and roll and do it, I got no problem with it. But that's a girl going up against a dude. Was I comfortable with it? Am I comfortable with it? No, because it's still a dude that may slam a girl on her neck, and I'm not. But you know, her parents signed off on it. She was cool. She wanted to do it. So hey, in that case, do you? But that's amateur wrestling. That's actual real shit. So again, it might be a problem. Like, I might not want to see a girl dropped on her neck or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, or get like folded up, you know, like to score points. I personally wouldn't watch it. But, you know, the girls who've done it have been able to handle themselves. So maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong, but you know, getting wrestled versus getting hit in the fucking mouth are two different things. I'm sorry. You know, they are. You know. So I don't know. Leave Jada Parker alone. Like, stop being weird about shit. You know. And definitely leave Jey Uso alone. What the fuck, man? He didn't do anything to anybody. Y'all are fucking dirty for that shit. Grayson Waller was there too. Y'all want to throw him in that shit? Fuck that. That's bullshit. Anyway, I got shit to do. I just wanted to jump in, kind of say my piece on that. Like I said, I fully expect to get canceled or get yelled at for my opinion here. But like I said, I'm not going to sit on the sidelines when I see shit that's wrong. I'm going to speak up on it because in 2025, that's my role. So I've spoke up on it. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Peace.